How is me?
We can boogie through the night. Thank the Lord that I'm alive. 2 fingers in the sky. Kunja gumi to the side. Sio ngumu kudecide. Tusikwende tukislide. We can boogie through the night. Thank the Lord that I'm alive.
Kabit kaki top twos. Chicken can come through. So follow if you want to. Nobody can stop you. Nobody.
I named this orphanage after our father, Makimei. Is my father I love, the father of my husband. My name is Mama Margeret. Me, I do a charity work. I stay here. I serve small babies. My children, all the kids here, they come here with the problems. Some of them, they are dumping with their parents. Some of them are abusing by their fathers and uncles. When they come from village or wherever they come here and be settled completely here. They feel we are at home. And because some of them are coming here a day old or hours old, they know here is a home. It is a charity because these kids are many, and every kid they need my help, and all the kids they look after me. I feel good because they don't have somewhere to go. They know it's a home. They know I'm a mama. All my children when they are together here with mama. And they are very happy. When we rescue them from the dangerous, abused by the father, abused by other people, when they come here, they completely stay here like 2 weeks. They settle completely, and they say, it's my home, because nobody can come here and abuse these kids. And the time they are in the village, or wherever they come to, they don't have food, enough food, there's no clothes. People, nobody here can beat my children because they are protected by Mama Margeret.
Yeah? You go happy?
The first kid I rescued is Rachel in 1979.
I came to Makimei at an approximate age of between 1.5 years to 2 years. But when I joined in, it was not Makimei Children's Home. it was Margaret's own family. I couldn't walk. Mama has seen me in so many hospitals. I've gone through surgeries, I've walked, and I didn't know that I was not her child. Then I didn't know. The only thing I knew was my friend who was coming to see me. But she would come in a certain kind of uniform. So because nobody claimed me, I was the nurse, the doctor's child, and a police officer's child. So when I met her from there, I didn't know the relationship between me and her. But what happened afterwards, she took me to her home. And so I thought she was my mama until when I was almost 20 years, when I was told my story.
This is Mama Margaret's room and the smaller baby. During the night, we sleep here with my babies, and I keep the clothes in the bags here because I remove it here. When I use this, I keep it here. This is the bed for keeping the nappies, diapers, clothes for the small babies, that one. And sometimes another kids are crying so much, I keep them here. But and also here in my room, there's all the books, pencils. When you look here, there's another small store here. Me, I sleep here. This is my bed. I sleep. We sleep here with the small babies.
In a room where we have all the babies, we have more people in that room than where we have more children. Sometimes we have children, like now during the holiday, some of them sleep even in fives. So if for example, in the boys' dormitory, we have that dormitory that has 6 beds. So if each bed holds 2, you'll find in that room we have between 20 and 24 of them. It depends. When you get inside, you see, like in the room where I am, we have 1 main bed and 2 baby cots. In the 2 baby cots, we have three babies, and then in the bed, I have to be 3 or 4 babies. Especially when Mama is unwell, all the babies have to come closer to me. But when Mama is okay, we subdivide the babies, 3.
Okay. This is the bedroom for these babies. They sleep here, 3 of them. Here and here 3. And the other side, let's just sleep here with these babies here. This is Jonte. Jonte is almost 1 year, 2 months. Sit down here, my Gitaru. I want you to sleep here. And this is baby Miri. This is baby Miri, 2 years. Baby Miri found it to the sewage. The mother threw it to the sewage. Baby Miri has an eczema problem, skin disease. We try to take this baby to the hospital, but they take long to heal. In our country, when you correct the kids to the bush or somewhere else, the mother dump it. In our country, we have a laws. You cannot keep the kid to a home or to a house. You must take the police station. And the time I was working, I was a senior police officer. The people correct the kids and they bring it to the police station. When I ask for my colleagues, go with the kids, they say no. Me, I'm a policewoman, me, I'm not a mother. And when I try to take the children home, they tell me, Margaret, you are not, you bring just on the kid and you run away. You are not coming to bring food or money. So you cannot take your baby in. So I keep it in my house.
Makimei has really changed. It was just a home. It was a family. It was a nuclear kind of a family. Until as the years went by, some more children started joining us, boys and girls. And that is when we started sharing beds, sharing facilities. And Mama started demolishing walls of our bedrooms. And more children, we started becoming a family of many children. And the government demanded Margaret cannot continue holding children with us. So what happened, she was asked to register as a charitable children institution. That's how Makimei Children's Home came up to be.
Later on, the government people come and look at me and told me, Margaret, you have a lot of kids. Oh, this is yours. I tell them, no, it's not mine. The people ask the baby and bring it to the police station. I don't know where I can take it. When I ask my colleagues to help me, they say, no, let me start at a children's home. I can rescue a lot of kids. I registered by the government, and I started a children's home.
Ingia kwa bed yake Sophie. Uondoe tu hiyo bedsheet ya white. Umpeleke kwa bed. Kwa kiti hapana. Mweke huko.
I know the problem they have in the station. They don't have somewhere to keep the kids. So all the police, the time I started the job, I tell them, when you bring the kids here, I never say no. Because I was taking the children to the orphanage, and the owner of the orphanage, a director or the board of the trustee, they told me, Margaret, we don't want that kid. Go. And I say, when the police bring the kids here, I will never say no.
This baby fits in Guru's group. He can't able to feed himself. Ata Debbie. Around here, it is Makimei that receives the newborn. The abandoned, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 day babies. But other children's homes are very okay with receiving 3 years and above. Because number one thing you realize, the infants have a lot of work. Especially every time a baby is, that's when we see the police. Anytime a baby is abandoned, we receive calls, or they even bring the babies here. Once we receive the babies, the police go. The next time we see them, it's when another baby is abandoned.
The small babies, many children's home, they don't want, because it is very expensive to feed this baby. Because they drink a formula, and that formula is very expensive. Secondly, that baby cried day and night. And many people, they don't want that bother. They want to sleep. Me, I stay without sleep because the kid crying. When I feed this one, another one crying here, another one crying here. So I cannot sleep. And Rachel joining me because I helped Rachel for many years. So Rachel, he trusts me and say, let us go and work with Mama Margeret. I want help Mama because the Mama helped me when I was in the danger zone. Rachel is a graduate from university. She came back here to pay. Always say, I want to go and pay Mama because Mama take care about me, take me hospital because I take it later from the accident. Let us stay in the hospital with many years, with wheelchairs, with walking stick. So always I was supporting Rachel. Rachel was late to go and join the high school, even the primary school. When she finished the university, she came back here to help me.
That's enough for the day.
What's this for dinner?
Yes.
Is it all for dinner?
Yes. When I was in campus, in university, as I was doing my Bachelor of Education, when I was there, I was not present here every time. But I would come home every weekend. We were living in very strenuous conditions. We didn't have house mothers. We didn't have people to clean clothes. So Margaret would be the house mother from Monday to Friday. And then I would be the laundry person from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then I would resume classes on Monday. But during that time, for 4 years, I was kind of away. I would come only during holidays and weekends. So Mama was the person who was here most of the times.
Okay, this
is very good at climbing trees. Because what he said, it's like a cheetah, like a cat. I was thinking, an elephant climbs a tree. Is the biggest land animal, elephant.
We have duties. The big one, when we wake up, we have, I give them from here to here, you are sitting here. From here, you are giving our small babies food. You are going to bring the firewood to the kitchen. You bring all the clothes here, and I start to clean it. So everyone has a duty for every day.
My name is Henry. Sometimes we help our uncle in the kitchen, and other times we can help our aunts.
Yes, that's the first sale. Eh? Yes? Okay, wait. Please wait. Eh? Yes.
We used to live with my mom and my brother. My mom died, and I was taken by another woman together with my brother. The woman used to beat my brother up, used to tell me to go to job so that for my brother to get school fees. So they took me to a children's home called Makimei Children's Home, where I'm living now. The time that I came to Makimei, I was taken to school. They provide for me everything that I needed, and for now, I'm learning. Yes, the special thing about this place that I feel it's my home, because I don't like going to other places once I'm here. I just like staying here because it makes my day. It makes my day to be successful. Once I was brought here, they welcomed me with that hot welcome. Then they told me that I feel at home. But from that time, I began to know that I have a person who loves me. In fact, they hugged me and they told me that I'm welcome. And they give me sweet words that would encourage me to stay in this home. I thought that it's my best to live.
What happens in this family, if you have realized, everyone is their brother's keeper. You realize the older children help in taking care of the younger children. Everyone takes care of the other person, so let me say it's a community kind of a thing. We have some house mothers with us, but now the key role of taking care of the children lies with Mama and myself.
We eat corns and maize and beans. That is our common food. And vegetables, a lot of vegetables like you see there.
The house mothers we have, they are not enough, but they help. But even the older children play a great role in taking care of the rest.
The time the children come here, the first one, when they came here, I bring another kid here. They love each other. And when the small baby came here and got the older one, they help like a sister and a brother. Okay, Jambi, come here. Look at the behind ladies. You want to pray for food? When we want to pray,
When I want to pray, I put my hands together.
My name is Dennis. I am 12 years old. I am class 5. I'm going class 6. When I grow up, I want to be an engineer. And I want to help us to buy our land. Yes.
Dennis, he is a victim of a fire tragedy that happened, and the mother succumbed to the fire tragedy. He had just come from Kenyatta National Hospital where he was taken by well-wishers, and nobody took good care of him. So his healing was really bad. He grew a forehead that overgrew, and then his nose also overgrew. And the doctors said this nose and the forehead can become cancerous. So there was need for them to be removed, and muscles had to be got from somewhere else. And no, this is another thing that makes me feel our mama is so special, because she agreed part of her muscle to be removed and to be placed on Dennis. And if you look at Dennis' face, he has two different colors. His color and another different color. I believe it is the color from mama's muscle, but it helped Dennis survive.
If you look there, heaps of clothes. Because if you look here, our soil is very dust. Every day, like 8 to 9 hours. Me and Rachel, we are wake up at the morning. We starting when we feed the baby, when the kids sleep, we starting to clothe. Like after 2 hours, we employ another people. All volunteers come here to help us to clean the clothes. If I get a machine, washing machine, I can clean it me myself. And me and Rachel. But because I don't have industrial machine, because the clothes are very many clothes, we take 3 or 4 times clothes. Some of small baby from or 2 years to 3.5 years, they urinate themselves. The clothes are wet. When they're sitting down, the clothes are very dirty. The smaller baby, we must change several times because they drink more milk and they wet the clothes.
The most special thing about Makimei as a children's home is the ability to save lives. Starting from my own life, I believe I'm the key that I'm the first life Mama rescued other than her own children. And the key thing very special about this home is the way lives are rescued. Lives are just rescued. Yes, it is getting really hard. And you know, one time we didn't have space to rescue a baby and Mama let go that baby. Very unfortunately, after 3 days we received reports the baby had died. So this is very painful when we see the space is getting more constricted. We cannot accommodate more abandoned babies, and yet we believe we save lives. When you don't save a life, we are not sure whether this baby will survive or not. So it's getting harder because still now we don't want to overcrowd the place. We are getting to a place where our limit is being exceeded. We don't want to go beyond what we can handle, but if we had more space, we would receive even more. There's an organization known as Volunteering Solutions. From time to time, they give us volunteers. Like now we have 1. There's a time we'll have 3, there's a time we have 6. There are times we have none. But those are international volunteers. Local volunteers come, like yesterday we had 4 who had come to volunteer help clean clothes. We have local volunteers, and especially on weekends, we have visitors who come. When they come, church groups, youth groups, women groups, when they come, they become volunteers that day. They help us in cleaning, in cooking, and in changing the children.
I am one of them, and so are you, so let us praise the Lord.
Yeah, groups of 2 mnakunywa chai na mnakunywa kachai. Mnakunywa kachai, si ndio? Groups of 2 mnakunywa nini? Groups of 5 mnakuwa mtu.
We have a church called Sitam, the Sitam Church in Nairobi, and they have a program for holidays for their teenagers. So this time round, they asked if they can come for 4 Thursdays. And yesterday was one of them. The first Thursday they came, they did a lot of cleaning here. They joined us in cleaning. The second Thursday, they requested for a Bible study. So they had Bible study with children. What you saw yesterday was their 3rd Thursday, whereby their third Thursday was to play games, to interact with the children, to make the children feel they are appreciated, they are loved. So whatever you saw yesterday was just them making children feel they're important, somebody cares for them, and somebody loves them, other than the mama they have in the compound.
Groups of 5.
The key thing that happens here, we have a category of people we refer to as, the ones we call our donors are the well-wishers. Well-wishers just give what they have. We have people who have a heart. When we are strained, we make an appeal. For foodstuffs, the community is very generous. Then nowadays people are knowing that there's a Makimei that exists. Like you saw this morning, somebody just donated 2 bags of potatoes. That's how we survive. when visitors come, they find it very hard. But having grown here and having seen the heart Mama has, some things are just contagious. She infected me with this culture of loving children and bringing them up. Let me not lie by saying it's easy. It's not very easy, but it's a heart. You have to have a heart, and you have to give your all. Nani aliwatoa? John, why? Saa haijafika. You still have like 45 minutes to go. I thought they were still sleeping. The three of the four, they have just left Emily sleeping. Kwa nini mulitoka John? Oh, ulisikia kububu? Umebubu kwa poti? No, John came out because he felt an urge to poop. Oh. He says that's why he came out. Oh, but now that we found the rest here, he just came playing. Okay. But he says he's okay now. We came to this place called Kikuyu. We started renting facilities. This is the fourth home. We have been evicted. For the first home, the old grandmother says her doctor said she should not be near noise or smoke, and we cook using firewood. The second home, they were just jealous of us because Safaricom Kenya had given us a poultry project. When it flourished, they just chased us out. The third home, the owner was living in UK in London, and when he came back home, he had a lot of money. He wanted to demolish the house we were living in and put up flats. And that is how we found the place we are living in, and we have added some structures to this home. This is our fourth home, and that's why we have an appeal to everyone. We wish we could get our own home where we would live and nobody will chase us away again. This is a land that we want to buy for the Makimei Children's Home, and this will be our future home where we will live. We'll have the children's room, living rooms, study room, everything. We also have a kitchen garden down there. These are plants that we are having. We also rear some livestock, and once this land becomes ours, this is a dwelling place for all the Makimei children plus others that will come to join us.
Mama is here. When we buy this lot, we build a big house, flat. When the smaller babies are sleeping down, the other kids are upstairs, and also mother downstairs. And we want to build a home and a clinic for my children, because sometimes they are being sick during the night, and we can keep the nurse there and they treat our baby.
My hopes for the future of this home, I wish to see them in a big home, having their own land. This is my hope, whereby we'll have facilities where they have good sleeping facilities, playground for the children, that they may develop holistically, that all their areas of development will be met. My hope is that Makimei will be able to receive, even in my absence, Makimei will be able to receive more babies, give them the proper care that is needed, and they that are there will be able to be brought up to become people of integrity in this nation, and that all the children in Makimei will have their dreams fulfilled and their potentials utilized. That's my hope for the Makimei family.
Heavenly Father, you are wonderful, you are marvelous, you are excellent. We worship you, Lord, because you are wonderful, and you make us sing a song. He's got a little tiny baby. In his hand, he's got a little tiny baby. In his hand, he's got a little tiny baby. In his hand, he's got the whole land in his hand. He's got a big elephant. God, you and me. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands.
Heavenly Father,
You are wonderful. You are marvelous. You are excellent. We worship you, Lord, because you're wonderful. And you make us. There was a land on the sea, and the sea you never see. There was a on the you never see. There was a hill on the land, and the land on the sea, and the sea could never see. There was a on the could never see. There was a tree on the hill, and the hill on the land, and the land on the sea could never see. There was a on the could never see. There was a branch on the tree, and the tree on the hill, and the hill on the land, and the land on the sea could never see. There was a could never see.